All right, all right. How is everybody tonight? We've got, don't know if Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper came back, but he did set a reminder. We're showing one person in the house. Robert Castleberry, Pad Life Outdoors, said he'll be there. And we got Joe Serrano from Mexico.
Hello.
Hola, mi amigo.
We have two now.
Two.
And
Mary's
it's
Ranch and
Mary.
Wild Cooking. Woo!
Hey, Mary.
Mary, I forgot to show your little bottle opener that you gave us. I forgot all about. Actually, Shelly didn't give it to me until it was after we did the thing where we showed all of it. So
He's just blaming me.
I'm gonna blame her. But
Make
yeah,
me get mine so you can show it.
yeah, let's go get it. How you doing, Mary? You feeling good?
Back home.
Are you back home now? There's Bobby Stickman showing bacon and eggs. Bacon and eggs. Now we got one person. Robert, how are you? My nose is itchy. All right, so I don't know how many people we got in here now. So here. This is what Mary. Hey, Margie.
Hey, Margie.
Margie Pedmar, M. Pedmar. So, ooh, there it is. Look at that. That's pretty cool. I like that little logo. Yep, that's awesome. MT Homestead, glad you're here.
Terry.
Got a special surprise here.
Fixing dinner.
Kind of in and out fixing dinner. I hope it's something good. I'm sure it is.
She did really good on her first video. Did you watch it?
No.
Did you?
I've been busy. I'm sorry.
Today. It wasn't that long ago. Doing good.
Considering I can't take my vacation next week because someone. Oh,
that stinks.
That's rough. That's frustrating. For sure.
Well, you're still going to the meetup, right? In Kentucky?
Brian at Castle Hives is here.
Hey, Brian.
Woo.
I don't have anything Alabama on. I don't even have my Alabama cup, Brian.
That's okay.
I'm sorry, Brian.
I did find that I can put you in timeout through StreamYards, Brian.
Ooh, barbecue ribs. Don't tell Doug. He might like that better than bacon.
That's my favorite. For the longest time, that was my birthday dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Appalachian Mercantile.
Hello.
How are you? Well,
don't quit your job.
Don't quit your job. You went kayaking today. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's fun.
How fun. We went to church.
A church.
We went to a church today. Actually, we went to two churches today.
True. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I guess we could talk about it. So
you can talk nicely about it.
Yeah. So Brad White.
Hey, Bradley.
Good day, mate. 5L4H Ranch and Bees, Chad L. How you doing? Good deal. Now
I like Bradley's new yard.
We're getting folks coming in. I think I'm low on signal. Good. Look at that low signal.
I see that.
Hope I'm not buffering.
There's just the crowd. I mean the clouds, not the crowd.
It could be. There's
shaky. Hey,
yep.
shaky.
So yeah. So we thought we've been since the pandemic. Hey, Roy's Homestead Bees, how are you doing?
Hey, Roy.
Since the pandemic, we haven't been able to go to church. And be honest with you, we were just kind of sitting home and watching JD Farag and really getting a lot out of it. Hey, Shanna Kraft.
Hey, Shanna.
Grilled cheese sandwich for supper while listening.
Oh, yum.
Have you tried it with pepperonis? Put pepperonis in there.
It is good.
It's awesome.
There's Newfie.
Newfie Outdoorsman. He's a new member of His Way Homestead.
Just Sharon.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yep.
It scrolled, so I couldn't.
Sharon Wilds and Willis Dockery. Man, there was a bunch
of from Georgia.
We got a big jump. Yeah.
Georgia.
There you go. She's an awesome singer. Hey, there's Farmer A.A. Ron, 4 kids and a farm.
Hey, didn't we just see him?
We did. And you're rocking your hairdo, buddy. I love your hairdo. I wish I could grow a beard that thick.
Hey, Linda.
Linda Wall. She was over there. Hey, how you doing? Love watching Tim Sunday morning. Yeah, Tim wore a Commander Bacon shirt this morning.
Yeah, Tim did good.
And talked about me this morning. And he talked about me nice. So I've been trying to talk about Tim nice too. So I got really convicted about that, picking on Tim too much. So I even apologized, sent him a text message, apologize for my bad behavior. Because that's what you do when you're in the wrong. So
and your friends.
Yeah. So I texted him. He said, "You didn't do nothing." I said, "Well, I think I did. So I just wanted to let you know, and I apologize, and it won't happen again." Yeah, pepperoni. Oh, tonight is a slice of ham. Yeah, I mean, you layer that thing with pepperoni and cheese, man, it is awesome. Your mom is coming home from visiting my aunt in Huntsville, Alabama for a 3-week vacation. Cool. We've got family in Huntsville.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm really bad. You're going to cut your beard off tonight. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
That's
Why?
Robert.
Why?
You missed Tim this morning?
Yeah,
it was about Friends.
It was about Friends.
It was really good.
We would go help Tim if he needed it.
We actually, on numerous times, I've already offered to help him since Starla got sick. So, yeah, we offered to take him dinner and everything, whatever he needed. So, yeah.
It's like brothers picking on each other. That's exactly what it's like.
But yeah, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. It's one thing in private, but it's another thing in public like that. So,
well, some people take it differently.
Yeah,
we don't want that. We're about doing things his way, and if it looks like we're not, that's not what we want. I don't know why the cat keeps looking out every window. He's looking out that window.
Church is open here for mass, but every other pew is canceled, and no shaking hands. From the safe distance, we bow to each other. Okay. So let's talk about our church adventure this morning. So we decided to go visit a church that is close to. They ate your sunflowers. That stinks. Our neighbor up here, he put T-post in the ground and then strung fishing line. So, and put it real tight, and that kept the deer out of his stuff. So, yeah, I just want to be careful with it. I'm a representative of my Lord and Savior Jesus, and I don't want to give him a bad reputation.
Yeah,
I don't want people to see me and think, well, if that's what it means to be a Christian, I don't want no parts of that, because he's just as big a jerk as any other person. So I don't want to do that. I want to be very sensitive to that. So our church adventure.
So I got to go in my closet and get a dress.
She wore a dress.
Not shorts and a t-shirt, not tennis shoes. It was really odd because I haven't needed to, be out of work clothes in over a year. And I had to go find shoes to wear. But it was kind of nice to get dressed up.
And she looked great.
Go to church.
She looked great. She is so pretty. K&R Destination, what's up? I don't have
K&R. Hey, Kyle.
I don't have tiny hands. I'll do big hands. What up? What's up, Kyle?
I guess it's Kyle yelling since it says.
Yeah. Anytime it's walls up, peeps, it's Kyle. Yeah, Ryan wouldn't do that. Yeah. So we decided we checked out this one church that was close to where I work, and it's a big church, and I'm not going to give the name because
that's not important. That's not what it's about.
The trend with modern churches these days is to have a big band and everything's blacked out, and it almost feels like a concert. And I'm not into that. There's some people that are really into that. I'm not into that at all. And so we went in there, and it was a big concert. I want the praise and worship team to lead me in worship, lead me into worship, and not just perform for me. I guess I'm old school, and I'm kind of feel strongly about that. And I don't know. I don't like being in a church like that. So instead of sitting there trying to change them or gripe and complain, we just left. And so I like to call it worshiptainment, right? It is what it is. So some people are really into it, some are not. So then the pastor, with everything going on in the world these
You
days.
can't tell what the sermon was.
Oh, okay.
Because
Because that might give it away.
Yeah.
Well,
It wasn't relevant.
yeah, it didn't matter. It was something that you could have had a weeknight training on. It was like a training session talking about stuff. Wow.
Joe, no.
No. Actually, I had hey Tom, how you doing? DeChesney. I think that's right. That sounds right, doesn't
does
it?
sound right.
DeChesney. Cool. So yeah, I had my Noah's Ark t-shirt on and jeans.
He wore a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah. So
Didn't
yeah.
dress up.
So we left there before the pastor even really started. He announced what his sermon series was going to be, and I was not interested in that at all because the whole world is going to hell, not in a handbasket, but in like a FedEx overnight air.
It's going exactly the way the Bible says it would.
Yeah.
Exactly. To the T.
Yeah. So
and it's not pretty.
But we need things that are relevant. We need to hear from God and help us to prepare, be ready, and under Deshan. Okay. Deshan. Sorry. Thank you for clearing that up for me.
Well, you got really close.
DeChesney sounds very cool, though. You might want to reconsider that. No, I'm just kidding.
People ask us if we're Cave.
Yeah.
Is that French?
Are you Cave? No. It's like a hole in the ground with a K. Yeah. I mean, we need to know what God wants us to do in these last days, and I don't have time for the kind of sermon series that he was going to do, and so.
Well, it's just everybody has their own opinions and their own preferences, and that's not our preference.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. So then we went to a church that.
Wow, Kyle.
Has a. Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So then we went to a church that we used to go to, but it's got a new pastor. It used to be the youth pastor there. And a long time ago when we went, and it's got a new name now. And, and on the way over, we were talking, hey, we just want like an old small country church where they sing choruses and do that kind of stuff.
It's not a big concert.
And not a concert. And because a lot of the churches, they have the big stage, the fancy music, the fancy lighting, and the sound system. Hey, Malzimus. And we go in there, and they had a platform, and it was all black behind them, but all the lights were on in the whole building, and it was never turned down, and they were singing choruses, old choruses, and I couldn't hardly sing with them because I was so overcome with emotion that it was exactly what we were looking for.
Yeah. And what's cool too is we were talking on the way over there, and we were talking about we don't want to go to a church just to say, okay, we've been to church on Sunday. There's no point in going if that's the only reason we're going.
Yeah.
And during the pastor's opening prayer, he's like, God, we don't want anybody to come to church just to say they've been to church. We want them to experience you.
Yeah, it was exactly what we were dumbfounded.
Yeah, I really could have bawled during the whole thing because God answered so many prayers in leading us there, and just the things that he talked about was like, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
We've been talking about this stuff. And it was really cool.
Yeah,
Very
it was.
Awesome.
It was. And it took us to go out and try. And what was funny was while we were sitting there with the when the pastor started at the first church and started going through what he was going to be preaching on, I was looking on my phone at the other church to see when they started, because this one started early. And my wife, Shelly, was over there looking on her phone, and we didn't know each other was looking. And then we held up our phones together. We were looking at the same thing.
Yes.
I was like, well, let's go. So
yeah, we need to be fed, especially in this day that we're living
Yeah.
in. We need to be fed, and we need to be fed the truth, not just
yeah,
fluff.
yeah,
Like I told the pastor, I don't want somebody telling me, oh, everything's fine. You know, you can do whatever you want to do and everything's good.
yeah,
That's not biblical.
yep,
I don't need a pat on the back. I need godly correction, you know, and
Yeah.
godly instruction. And that's what we all need.
yeah. I need to hear from God. I
Yeah.
need him. I need the pastor to be in prayer and to say, this is what I've heard from God. This is the message that God has given me for you all this week.
Yeah, Robert, it really is sad that it's hard to find.
It is. It's
I was almost in tears when we left the first church before we really decided to go to, well, I guess we had decided, but we had 30 minutes to spend. And I was almost in tears wondering, what do we do?
yeah,
You know, where do we go? But another good thing about this one, and that's what Robert said, I like old school, but want the one that's active with its members, not just show up on Sunday.
yeah.
They had-
you need to hear this. This is pretty
They
cool.
had 10 church members out this morning because they were at other churches or at other activities ministering this morning.
Yeah,
One of them had some type of activity yesterday, and they went back today to minister to those same people and to baptize some of them.
Yeah.
So they are doing things in the community. They're supporting
And-
other churches
yeah.
that are struggling right now.
They go work at a rescue mission,
Mhm.
feeding the homeless. Hey, the Wickshire Project, how are you?
And then they follow up with those people.
Yeah,
After they meet with them, after they talk with them, they follow up with them. So
Yeah.
it's not like a, hey, I'm going to preach to you today and,
And
never see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
be ye warm, be ye filled kind of
Right.
thing, and then walk away and don't do anything for them.
Right. So I was really impressed.
Yeah. And what was funny, the pastor was saying that there's one of the guys that is part of the outreach and the follow up. He's got a big long beard. He says he's a ZZ Top guy looking guy, and he sits in the back and he looks like one of the folks in the homeless shelter, and so he can approach them and they don't feel threatened or whatever. They welcome him. Hey, Robertson Belly Acres. And it's really pretty cool how it all works. And I don't know if any of y'all saw the community tab post where I shared a guy's video asking y'all to go out and check him out. He's doing a school bus conversion. He's one of the deacons at this new church, and what a guy, man. He seems really cool. So
I missed a lot of comments up there
yeah.
because I was talking.
Yeah, it is really sad that it's all into the and the Bible talks about that. It says in the last days the preachers, the priests will be more concerned about tickling people's ears, and because that's what they want. They don't want to be told the
Yeah.
truth.
Hey, Henry Leslie Vermont.
Henry Leslie Vermont. And what's with your point? Yeah, well, I had a doctor tell me one time that poison ivy cannot be contracted from one person to another. It's the oils from the vine that get into your pores. And a lot of times what happens when you go take that, hey, Alfred, how are you doing?
Alfred.
A lot of times what happens is Patty G, how you doing, neighbor?
Hey, Patty.
So you'll get exposed and you go like take a shower, and that hot water actually heats up the oil and you get a secondary infection where it'll kind of run down your body, and you think it had spread, but it's actually the process of taking the shower that caused it. Time will come with the so Newfie.
That's right, Newfie.
That's exactly right. And that's what we're seeing right now.
It is. And that's why we couldn't find a church to go to.
Raising the quail. How the quail doing? You getting lots of eggs?
How many hatched? He had one. Was it yesterday that I was texting you? All the time just kind of runs together.
You take cold showers. Yeah, I usually get poisoned pretty good. I've had it really bad before.
I got it bad last year. I had it for about 3 or 4 weeks and couldn't get rid of it. You got 3 so far.
3 so far. Cool.
So strategic self-reliance and defense. This is Alfred. He's a friend of ours. And he bought some quail and the hutches from us, and he's hatching his first ones now.
Yep.
And if y'all are interested in self-defense type stuff, man tracking, things like that, go check out his channel. I've done a couple of women's wilderness retreats with him.
Yep.
I need to do more, but there just never seems to be time. But he's a good guy, has some good information out there.
You talking to me, Henry? Did I get you? Yeah, I did, about the trail cams. Yeah, I did. Thank you so much. I've got the cheapy trail cams. I was just,
we need to set up.
I was just intrigued because yours had sound on it. It was like, that is really cool. In historic times of places, in the past and places, the congregation actually faced away from the front, so it wasn't about putting the focus on those singing. Oh, wow. That was very cool. And I thought about that today while I was sitting there. I was like, if it was really all about worshiping God, put them backstage and let's just hear the voices. Mm-hmm. You know, and I'm sure they're good people. I that's my hang up. You know, I can't.
Yeah. All right. See you, Alfred.
Bye, Alfred. Have a good one. So
but we're excited and hopeful.
Well, because God answered prayer, and we didn't even, I mean, we prayed about finding a church, but from the time we left that one to the other one, we didn't. We were just saying, this is what would be great. Hey, Vance at Evans Family Homestead, how are you doing? So it was really cool how God just put it together. He knew exactly what we were looking for. And we went in there and we knew people that attend there because they attended back when we were going there before. So it felt like coming home.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Appalachian mercantile. How do you say that? Mercantile.
Normally I have trouble saying words like entrepreneur, which I did that well.
You did it good.
Yeah, normally I'm like, and I can't do it.
Oh, and our son is studying to be a pastor right now, but even he is, 5.5 hours away from us. So
that would be awesome, Kyle.
What?
We will go to the grocery store and get some pork booty and whatever you need to cook. We will set you up. They're going to come try to visit.
Yay.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool.
Super.
Doug's birthday is in October.
Yeah, you can
come
be
for his birthday.
Yeah, that would be awesome. That is super duper. And don't forget, after this at 7:00, K&R Destinations going live, and they've got a giveaway going on tonight.
Woo! I don't think I got my prize from the last giveaway, Mr.
Oh,
Kyle.
snap. There's some stickers.
Kyle. Stickers. Oh, I wasn't even going to tell him what I won.
Oh.
I was going to make him really sweat.
Oh, snap.
I guess you have to deliver them now.
It might have got lost in the mail.
Person.
Long history of mystery. Wow, that's really cool. Look, Newfie Outdoorsman has like over 100 years of family in the ministry.
I do too.
That's awesome.
In my family, my goes back.
Yep, I'm a Libra, so I'm the scales. I'm not that balanced though.
My uncles on my mom's side are pastors. My grandfather and all of his brothers. In fact, my grandfather, their names were Paul, James, and John.
Yeah,
the brothers. But yeah, the pastor lineage goes back for years and years in our family, and it's a really humbling lineage. I'm really proud of that.
So should I time out Brian?
What's Brian doing?
He said it's 7:24 right now in the championship state. In Alabama?
No, it's not.
Alabama's on Central Time.
He's just confused. As usual.
Champions of what? Checkers? I don't know what you're
standing 100 feet from 2 deer right now.
I gotta get
I
gotta move my leg. Oh, LG Homestead. Woo!
That's okay, Kyle. Everybody forgets me.
Yeah, she's invisible.
I am invisible. I am the invisible woman.
Saw everyone has Commander Bacon caps. Yeah, we got everybody, all the cool kids have these Commander Bacon hats. That's what I'm saying. And if you want one, let me know, and I'll send me an email at hiswayhomestead4u@gmail.com, and we'll discuss the terms and conditions.
My alfalfa is full of geese right now. Oh, we don't like geese. They steal our corn.
Be like Jimmy Houston. Jimmy Houston has pet deer, which is really cool. They even ride on the boat with him, which is crazy. Yeah. So what else? Here's something. Here's some little unfinished business, and I'm glad Robert's here. And I hope MT Homestead is still in the house.
I'm laughing at Kyle.
I saw that. Yeah, he had his shiny object or something. It's okay. It's all good.
It's fine.
If we were really,
I don't hold grudges.
oh, it's Greg. Okay, Greg, how you doing?
As long as you don't mess with my kids.
All right. So a good while back, we did the Grubterra
Thanks,
product
Terry.
review.
They're listening while they eat.
We did the Grubterra product review, and we asked people that. We put it in the description. We were pretty sneaky about it. That if you wanted a code for a free bag of that, put in the comment that you want grubs, and 3 people. Oh yeah, I heard about that. I heard that, Linda.
What?
They found that deer died. Jimmy Houston's deer passed away.
Mm.
Oh, that's cool. I think everybody got sent Grubterra.
Hey, Gulf Coast ACR.
Gulf
Scrapper.
Coast ACR Scrapper. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, Brian.
Tell them, Gulf Coast ACR Scrapper, tell them what state really is the national championship state. And we're about to be
Tell Brian.
national champions in
Softball.
college softball.
Women's.
Those girls whooped up on UCLA. They had never beaten them before.
That was a really good game to watch.
Pitcher Montana had a perfect game. It was awesome.
First time they won in
first time perfect game in over 20 years. And first time Alabama has ever beaten UCLA in softball. They played them 10 times and they've never beaten them.
LG Homestead got confused and said Arkansas.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Obviously, Brian.
All right, Mary. Thank you so much for coming in here. We really appreciate you. All right. So all that was to say that we need to draw a name for the Grubterra free bag of little
grubs,
fly larvae.
Fly larvae.
So let's do that now. If you all don't mind, you're shaking me. Let me share my screen. Stop it, woman. Let's see. All right.
Yeah, Robert, you can have a snack.
Okay.
Actually, it says not for human consumption right on the bag.
Yeah, but then it also says you need to be careful if you have a shellfish allergy. Yeah. It's like, well, if I'm not going to eat it, what's it matter if I have a shellfish allergy? Our quail didn't seem to bother them, but our ducks.
What? We have a lake here in Maine, and it's pronounced Look Moose Me Gun Quick. That's awful. That's awful. They should have just named it Lake.
So here's the 3. I don't know if it's all Kyle. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
If we were really bothered about it, we would have texted you. So we just she took an opportunity.
You, Kyle,
yeah, she talked
because it can.
Yep, she took opportunity while you were here.
That's right.
You don't need any flour, Lila? You got some from the company?
When Tim's around, I harass him too because he forgets me.
So you want me to take your name off? MT Homestead?
So then it'd just be Robert and Evans and Vance.
I tell you what.
Just spin it and see if they win.
Yeah, and you can if you win and you want to give it to somebody that's in the chat, we'll let you do that. So here we go. There's only 3: Robert Castleberry, MT Homestead, and Evans
Now they'll
family.
win for sure. If they don't want it, they'll win. Ah,
There's Robert Castleberry.
yay, Robert!
Robert, I think I've got your information. I just have to email it to you. So cool. Congratulations. Oh, okay. So even touching it. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Pardon my ignorance on that sensitivity to allergies.
It was a Native American word that sounded like that. Wow. Yeah, I'd name it Lake.
Yeah. So we need to get Robert the code for free Grubterra.
I know his email address.
Yeah.
Because Robert made my shirts.
Yeah.
My Healthy Homestead Chick shirts.
They're great shirts too.
Yeah.
Great shirts.
Yup.
Let me go to.
What are you doing?
I got to go to the community tab.
What are you doing?
I got to go to the community tab.
It confuses me when you take the thing off.
I know.
I saw one of my videos there.
I know it.
Egg custard. There's Freaky Food Friday.
Yeah, and don't forget, go out to the community tab if you have a weird combination food that is legit.
A real thing that people eat.
Yeah, and not just something you made up because you thought it'd be a weird combination. You need to leave a comment on that community tab where that is, and we'll take a look at it. We'll put it in a poll, and then you can vote on it. Let's see. Did we miss much? Everybody congratulating Robert. Robert's a great guy. Great guy.
Yes.
I messaged Rachel about the chickens. Not sure which one of you left the comment on my video.
That was me. Oh, on them, I don't know. But I commented on there that they could come get chickens from us. It's such a short drive.
Yeah, it's not far. Not far. Just 7 hours. All right, so let's review our prayer request, if you all don't mind. We need to pray for Lori Karp, who has trouble with her knees and will soon need knee replacement. Pray for me, because I'm struggling, having a hard time dealing with stuff, mostly with my dad. I keep replaying that last week over and over in my mind, and it's hard. And coming up on Father's Day, it's going to be hard. Pray for Patty G's dad, who is recovering from a stroke. She's a long ways away from her dad, too. Pray for Michelle of Real Life with Michelle and Rob. She's recovering from having all her teeth pulled and getting dentures. She put out a video yesterday. She's in a lot of pain. And Robert Castleberry, we need to continue to pray for him. Needs a miraculous healing. He's been having a few setbacks lately, but it won't let him stop him. Shanna Kraft, please pray for my cousin Denise and her family. Her husband probably won't make it through the day, and that was 5 days ago. And I prayed for him. And I prayed for the whole family. Jesus is Lord please add Krista from Big Family Homestead to the list. She posted a video this morning asking for prayers. She has been diagnosed with Lyme's disease. And that was 5 days ago. Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. Andy from Page Family Homestead needs prayers. Lila Newton, pray for Starla Roberts. She is Tim's wife at Ridge Life. She's done with her chemo, but still recovering from that and everything else. So we need to keep her in the prayers that she will be completely cancer free. And I think
she did get to ring the bell.
Yeah, the last thing I heard from Tim is she's doing really well.
Mm-hmm.
She's doing really well. Backroads Art Studio, Bama fan. All right. Welcome. let's see, Roy's Homestead Bees. What I see nowadays, churches are separated instead of the family going to service together. They have the young ones on one side and another part, and I'm not talking about kids. Yeah, see, the church we went to, that was one of the things. I mean, I'm a big advocate of, the first century church. They all sat together, and it gave an opportunity for the parents to instruct the kids about what was being talked about in church, right, as they were going home. So I think it's really important that the parents know what the kids are being taught, and the kids know that the parents were there too, so that it opens up because the parents need to disciple the kids. We can't rely on the church to do it. The parents need to disciple the kids, just like we can't rely on the pastor to disciple people. The pastor deals with the church body, the believers, and then the believers go out into the world and find and make disciples. So that's the biblical pattern that we're supposed to follow.
And y'all, going back to the prayer list for a minute.
Yeah.
Continue to remember my mom. She is still having a really tough time. She has a rare leukemia. She's been on chemo pills for 23 years now, 24 years.
24 years, yeah.
Now, in the last several months, she's started having really low blood sugars. In the last couple of weeks, they've been
really
horrible,
bad, yeah.
To where she's just having a really tough time functioning.
Yeah.
Because she's having lows constantly.
Yeah. So she got one of those monitors on her arm, and it was going off 4 or 5 times a night.
Yeah.
While she was trying to sleep.
The first night she had it, it went off 7 times. She had 7 lows during the night.
Yeah.
And
when you have low blood sugar, you just feel horrible.
Yeah. And she can't eat gluten. She can't eat dairy. So her diet is limited already. And now she's trying to have to eat to bring her sugar up. And it's been really bad. So y'all pray for her.
Yeah. And I agree with you, Chad. Cancer is horrible. Linda Wall, continue prayers for Chris Houston recovering from a stroke. Heather at the Needy Homesteader after a horrific accident.
Yeah.
I think most everybody knows about Heather, and I think she's getting better, but it's a long road ahead of her. Connie White, how are you? Yeah. Cancer is not a fun thing to watch a family member go through. Not at all.
No.
Yeah, no matter what, you can always find somebody going through something much worse than you're going through. And, we put that out there on the community tab for people to add their own prayer request to the comments. And it's also for everybody to go out and look at and read all the requests that are in the comments and pray for those folks.
Yeah.
And pray like you would want somebody praying for you or your loved ones.
Yeah. Thank you, Linda. It's really tough. It's been hard with her having cancer, having the blood cancer. Then she had thyroid cancer, kidney cancer. And
she's had a rough time.
She's done so well, and this has really knocked her off of her feet.
Yeah, because it makes you feel so bad. I mean, she feels really bad.
As bad as my dad is a diabetic. He's been insulin dependent for 50 years. So she's taking care of him, but the same things are not working for her. Just, I don't know if the chemo messes it up or what, but it's been rough.
Margie says, pray for Chet Larson and family. Nicole passed away. I take it Nicole was his wife.
Wow.
Yeah. And that's kind of how it was for my dad, Chad.
Yeah, it was.
I first went up there to help him with going through radiation therapy January 2nd, and he died April 1st.
Yeah. Thank you, Margie. I appreciate it.
Yeah. And don't forget your cousin, Nikki.
Yeah. And Nikki, if y'all were here last week, she had some type of horrific reaction to a medication I forgot what they called it, but basically it started with a rash on her head and her skin sloughed off.
Yeah.
And it ran all the way through her body, out her feet. She lost the top layer of skin. They were treating her in a burn unit.
Yeah.
She was in horrific pain, but she actually got to go home yesterday. She's having a walk with a cane, but she is healing at this point.
Okay, Rachel, thanks for dropping by. I assume it's Rachel at Robertson Belly Acres. Appreciate you coming by for sure. Yeah, I think so too. Wickshire Project, that processed with all the preservatives and chemicals and garbage, and even, you know, just modern farming, the huge commercial farms. I don't think we had near the health issues as when we had local farmers growing stuff, because in order for them to ship stuff nationwide. Oh no, she was 25. She was 25 and passed away from complications from pneumonia. So,
Wow.
yeah, they got to pump everything up with all these preservatives and stuff in order to ship it across the country. And then when there's something that happens, it happens for a lot of people, because that same food was everywhere. Whereas before, if you had a problem with produce, it was very localized. Now, if there's a problem with produce, it can affect the entire country.
That's one reason we started raising rabbits, was that way Mom could have meat that wasn't pumped full of hormones and things like that. So I get really, not always, but sometimes I get pretty defensive whenever people are like, "Oh, how can you kill rabbits? And how do you eat rabbits?" and all that. And I understand.
Eat it with a knife and fork.
I understand the cute and fluffy.
One bite at a time.
But those that really have an issue with it, I really have an issue with, because we did it so we know what's in our food.
Yeah.
We have healthy, clean meat products that we don't have to go to a grocery store and wonder what they put in them.
Big Mike is in the house. Mike. Big Mike. So, yeah.
How was dinner, Mike?
Oh, I bet it was good. Yeah, Empty Homestead, Terry. I got both of you in here. Just lost a cousin a month ago with a brain tumor. Have another cousin with liver cancer that has spread throughout her body, who is going through chemo now. Yeah, and we've got a friend, Ricky, who stage 4 colon cancer, who's having lots of trouble.
Mike said it was so good. I bet it was.
Yeah.
I liked your place. It looks really nice.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Terry's video.
The Crafto World. Welcome, welcome.
Hello.
We love animals, or we were vegetarian, although we don't eat eggs. Okay. And that's okay if you don't want to eat them. You know, that's cool. That's your choice. We're not giving anybody a hard time that doesn't eat meat, or, you know, is vegetarian or vegan or anything. Yeah, just leave us alone. That's what we do. And, you know, the domestic rabbit meat is so much better than the wild rabbit meat. I grew up hunting rabbits, and man, that domestic rabbit meat is delicious, and it's healthy for you. It's a very healthy meat.
Chad said, "I love rabbit meat. I can't butcher anything here."
Wife is a physician, so killing an animal is not an option. I used to, in the past, raise a bison every year.
Wow.
Wow, that's a lot of work. Hey, Silhouette Park Farm, how are you? We're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well. Oh, well.
So why is killing not an option? She's a physician. What does that?
She doesn't want to be a part of it, I would imagine.
Oh, okay. And that's fine. I was just curious if it was something that can be around or what.
So the Wickshire Project, if companies were honest in packaging, imagine Kellogg's cereal loaded with sugar dead processed old grain and packed with preservatives. We guaranteed to make you ill long term. Would you buy it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's amazing to me, I found out not too long ago, they put that, I forget what kind of acid they put in Cokes. And they do that. There's only one reason why they put that acid in Cokes. And that's because they put so much sugar in it that if you drank it without the acid, you would almost instantly throw up from the amount of sugar that's in it. So the acid helps cut the sugar. So I'm like, why put the sugar in it?
Yeah.
Well,
Good night, Henry Leslie Vermont.
night, Henry.
Time to
Appreciate you.
eat. Pets and Animals with Arpin Juby. Hello,
Pets and
brother.
animals. All right.
Hello.
Good to have you. How you doing? Adam and Nettie are in the house. Who's Adam and Nettie? I don't know everybody's names.
Hmm.
Do you know scabies treatment in rabbits is using kerosene oil is good?
Hmm.
Didn't know that.
Mm-mm.
It's a nursing institute. She wants to preserve life. She wants to save the animals.
Okay.
I got you. So
Yeah.
she's a rescuer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And the first few times when we processed animals, it wasn't easy.
yeah.
And it never really should be easy to take something's life.
Mm-mm.
But you have to understand we're raising these animals for food.
And I love animals. I mean,
Yeah.
from the time I was a kid, I love animals.
We're not abusive to our animals. We take really good care of them the best we
do.
can.
We do. And it just becomes a different mindset whenever you're raising them for food.
Yeah.
And we still love them and care for them and
Yep.
everything else. I think I did a video, I don't know when, about taking care of the baby rabbits. And
Well, we got another in Australia, Silhouette Park Farm. That's Nettie
oh,
and Adam.
okay.
I wonder what they are doing
Almost
differently to
10
Coke
a.m.
recipe now. When they made the new Coke and they went back to the classic, the taste has never been the same. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Of course, the original Coke had cocaine in it. I saw a post. It was like 6 grams of cocaine was in Cokes. And, does feeding stray animals is good in your site? Please answer. I don't know. I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Is feeding stray animals a good thing? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, we hate to see any animal suffer, but if they're strays, hopefully they get the attention that they really need and the care that they need.
And it just depends. I mean, here at our place where we have animals, we're not going to feed strays that come up because they're a threat to our homestead.
Especially dogs. Cats are a little different, but dogs could be a problem for all the other animals that we raise, that they could see our animals as food. So we're real careful about stray dogs.
Yeah, we have to take care of our things. But like there's a stray that somebody let out up the street, and I've seen them out trying to catch that. They can't catch the dog, but people stop and feed it. And during the winter when it was cold, somebody put out a dog house and put hay all over it and took care of it. And I think that's the thing to do if you can't.
Yeah.
If you're not able to catch them and take them somewhere for a better home.
Yeah. And there's a difference between pets and livestock.
Yeah.
So we need to make sure that's clear. There is a clear delineation between pets and livestock. Although in some countries that line crosses over some. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We hate to see any animal suffer, for sure. I don't care if it's ours or somebody else's. We hate to see animals suffer. And when we do dispatch an animal, we try to do it as humanely as possible.
I was reading Roy's comment. Oh my goodness. The preacher came up and looked at us, said, "I believe you'll be better going to the contemporary side."
Wow.
I would
Just from looking at you.
I would have felt unwelcome too. I would have turned
Yeah.
around.
I
and
wouldn't have
left,
went to the
actually.
contemporary side. I would have went
Yeah.
home.
I don't understand some of these people.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And thanks, Pets and Animals with ARP and Doobie. We appreciate that. We try to be good-hearted people. We really do. So if we come across not that way, it's probably a misunderstanding for sure. Which our process project excess processed sugar lowers blood acidity. We all know cancer loves acid low oxygen environments.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are sugar free. No sugar here.
Yeah. Honey.
Yeah, I agree, Appalachian. That's
sad. That's very sad.
It's so wrong. It really infuriates me that anybody would do that.
We do have 2 cats that are pets, but they also serve a function. They are mouse killers, so they do serve a function.
Yeah. I just let one of them out. The other one is back behind the computer, laid on his back, sound asleep.
Yeah. So we got them pretty close at the.
Can you see him?
Oh, as a matter of fact, let me show you a picture. I don't know if this will show up, but I took a picture of this goofball cat.
That's almost how he's laying right now.
Let's see if you can. You see that goofball? They're getting a lot of glare.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got our
back
cats.
all
They
the
were kind of close at the same time, and so we called the one is Captain America. That's the one that was laying there so funny, and the other one is Bucky. So if you watch any of the Avengers series or any of that, you know that Bucky was a longtime friend of Captain America that kind of went evil. But
Linda Walsh said, "How funny! I just got a message saying the original Coke in 1894 had 3.5 grams of cocaine."
Yeah, I saw that on Facebook. So I got the number wrong. So yeah.
Yeah, if y'all go to my channel, Healthy Homestead Chick, I put out a video of the cats. Almost all the pictures are of the cats sleeping because that's what they do best.
Yeah, I agree with you. Wickshire Project honey is a lot different, but sometimes your body and your insulin production and everything reacts the same way. Even with like Diet Cokes, it'll still pump up insulin production because of the sweetness. So, but yeah, honey is super healthy thing. As a matter of fact, if you have allergies, and we're hoping to get some honey soon out of ours, they say like a tablespoon of honey every day will help you with local allergies if it's local honey. So since it's in our backyard,
I kind of wondered about some of that, Terry.
Yeah. Yep. I think you're right, Terry. So we'll keep an eye. They are mouses and their pay is love and food. Yep, exactly.
And they're spoiled rotten.
Everybody's got a job to do. You know,
Yep.
The chicken's job is to lay eggs, and the rabbit's job is to produce more rabbits. The bees produce honey, and
Joe said rabbits are good. There's a rotisserie here that sell whole barbecued rabbits for 130 pesos, while a tender chicken goes for 90 pesos.
yeah,
Wow.
and I think rabbit meat around here is $8 a pound
Yeah.
if you can find it.
I do ours on rotisserie sometimes, and it's delicious cooked that way.
So you're in India, Pets and Animals. It is almost 7:00 here, and we have to stop at 7 because K&R Destinations has a live stream at 7:00, and I don't want to miss it, and you shouldn't miss it either. As a matter of fact, I need to
What you doing?
I need to post a link,
Oh,
so bear with us while we can't see you.
they pulled up for a second. Here it is.
Yeah, so just one moment. Bear with us.
Somebody said something about honey right before you switched, and I can't see the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We are hoping to get our first honey very soon.
Very soon.
And I told Doug whenever we get our honey, I think we need to eat like a teaspoon of honey every day for the health benefits,
Yep.
especially for his allergies and stuff.
I get allergies really bad.
Yeah.
All right, Appalachian Mercantile, thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. All right, so here is for the K&R raid. We need to do a bacon raid. Bacon raid.
Can't have rabbits in our state.
Here's the link. Here's the link. You know what's interesting? You know what's very interesting? Well,
We'll see you in a few, Kyle.
I think you got problems in Australia, right? You got problems with rabbits. They don't
Right.
have any predators, and the rabbit population is crazy right now. Which I would think they would promote people going out and taking care of rabbits. Back during the Great Depression in the U.S., the government didn't give out handouts to people or stimulus checks or things like that. They told them things to do to help themselves. And one of the things that they put out flyers about was, hey, raise some rabbits, get some chickens, and that way you'll have meat and everything else. So it's the old, if you give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. If you teach him how to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. That's
MT Homestead, he has Nightbot set up so that Nightbot is nice.
Yeah, Nightbot can't yell at anybody. Nope. But what Nightbot does do, it sends a link out for everybody's channel that is a member of His Way Homestead. So that's why
Thank you, Wickershire. I appreciate it very much.
I only know one language and I don't know it well. So I'm English only. Well, I say that. So entiendo español un poco. And donde está los baños? That's about all I know.
So I bet honey in your area is redbud based. Not here.
No, it's a lot of clover for us, and we got a peach orchard up the street, and
no redbuds.
No real redbud. What else do they have?
They have my whole garden.
Yeah.
No, mainly it is clover.
It's mostly clover.
Yeah.
Oh, you got rats, mice. Ugh.
Yeah, we try to let our clover grow for the bees.
Hey, Lou Hant.
Or I'm always apologizing to the bees whenever we cut it down.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Hunting and fishing skills are priceless. Yep. But if the proverbial fecal matter hits the rotating air distribution device, probably everybody's going to be out hunting and fishing, and the numbers might get dwindled rapidly. So you got to be careful with that. You can't depend on hunting and fishing in times of trouble. Yeah, I agree. Aspartame should be illegal.
Yeah.
It's and I think there's something about it that is addictive too, because people who like Diet Coke with aspartame crave Diet Coke, and it is very addictive.
They don't like, as homesteaders, we grow our own foods and they can't control that. Yep. True. All right, we better
it is
sign out here.
6:59, really close to 7 o'clock. So hey, thanks everybody for coming. Robert will give you that code for your Grubterra, and don't forget to go to that community tab. I'm gonna post a new one tonight, so go check that out. If you have prayer requests, please leave it on there. If you have prayer requests for other folks that you know about and care about, leave those too. Be as detailed or as generic as you wish. God knows the situation, and that's all we need to do is just ask God to deal with the situation that we read about. So thank you so much. Appreciate everybody. Don't forget, His way. Look at the neck
Let me
move.
get out of it.
His way is the best way. Hope you all have a blessed week this week, and we'll see you next
Bye,
Sunday.
y'all.
God bless.